This is the Projekt Gemineye Update, your source for all things Projekt Gemineye. Brought to you by Riffical Records. And here's your host, Mark Anthony K. Greetings, friends, and welcome to episode 196 of the Projekt Gemineye Update. So, I'm back, as you can see. It's been a few weeks again since the last episode. Before I get started with today's short episode, thank you very much to everybody who watched the last episode, which was about James McCarthy and the artwork of Projekt Gemineye. And we also showed some other artwork that was non-Projekt Gemineye, like that James did as well, and the video did pretty well. A lot of people seem interested in it. Got quite a good amount of views for what I usually get, and there's some comments left, and I really appreciate it. So if you haven't had a chance to check it out, I advise you to maybe check out that video, because James definitely deserves some recognition. He's been with me since the start of Projekt Gemineye and will be with me until Projekt Gemineye is done, which who knows how long that will be. I mean, I don't see any reason to stop it anytime soon, so he'll be around for a while, hopefully. So why am I here today? Usually I come here when I have something important to talk about, and I have something very important to talk about. Another piece of the puzzle is done in terms of getting the vinyl records out to you, when they're finished, obviously. But in order for them to be finished, I needed to get another piece of the puzzle, and that piece of the puzzle is in, which is the test pressings. Now, as you can see here, Train Records has sort of upped their game a bit. I was very surprised to open the box and see that the test pressings are now in this really nice sleeve that they've made, and in the back here it has all kinds of instructions about how to review a test pressing on here. So if you're interested in checking that out, if you've bought a test pressing from me, you will receive it in this sleeve, and in the back you will have all these instructions here in the back about how to properly check a test pressing, which is interesting. I'm very impressed that they did something like this. Now inside here, another thing that they did that was very interesting is they put them now in these very nice sort of Japanese pressing sleeves. And now, if anybody bought a Japanese pressing before, like an authentic one from Japan, they usually come in these sort of circular sleeves here, which is new, and they're very nice material. And that they put the sort of sticker on there, as you can see, Projekt Gemineye, what lies beyond test pressing, and they turned out really, really nice. I'm yet to go down and listen to any of them. I just got this like not long ago. I mean, and the test pressing looks just like it usually does. As you can see here, this album has 2 songs aside, one sort of long song and one really long song aside. And this one, of course, has, messages in the dead wax as usual. I'm not going to reveal what they are. That's for you to see. And the same information that's on the test pressing will appear on the regular pressing. So if you haven't gotten a test pressing, that dead wax information will still be on the regular pressing. So this is to let you guys know that the test pressings are here, and that I'm very impressed, in fact, that they come in this really nice sleeve now. I'm hoping that they're going to continue doing it this way, because it looks really nice than having just those regular sort of paper sleeves that they gave me in them before. And you can put this on your shelf and store them just as nicely as you could a regular album now. So the test pressings are in. I'm going to give them a listen starting tomorrow to hear how they sound. I have no doubt in my mind that they're going to sound fantastic. I've never had a bunch of test pressings come to me that I didn't approve, which is the reason why I sell them. Now, speaking of selling them, I sold, I believe, 4. It was either 4 or 5 on off my Facebook page, and then I put the last 2 that I had, because I think I sold well, I've had 4 available. I sold 2 directly off my page, and then 2 are bought off the Bandcamp site. I wanted to do that as well, just to give the Bandcamp people a chance to order them if they wanted to do it as well. But what I'm trying to get at here is that if all the test pressings turn out being good, which normally they do, then what I'll end up doing is I'll probably sell another 2, maybe 3. So let's say 7 in total I'll sell. So keep your eyes open and watch your Bandcamp accounts, because if I do end up selling a couple more, I will do it through the Bandcamp page. It's just easier for me to keep track of. It's easier for me to go back and see on the the invoice section there of who bought what, and it's just easier for me to follow everything that way. So and the price will be the same on there as it would if you were to get it through me. So if you haven't got a test pressing and you want to get one, give me about a week to listen to them. Oh, not a week, but give me a couple of days to listen to them, and then I'll put up the ones that I decide to put onto the Bandcamp page then. And then if you want to grab one, go ahead. Like I said before, they're great collector's items. Lots of bands do it, and I sell mine usually between 30 and 40 bucks. Most places sell them far more. A lot of bands end up selling them for a lot more. I've seen bands that are selling them for $100 a test pressing, which I think is a little steep in my opinion. But yeah, that's the main bit of news that I have for you guys today. I'm assuming that everybody who has bought the test pressings from me want me to hold on to these until the actual album's done and send them together. If you want me to send a test pressing now, contact me and let me know, and I can send one to you as soon as I've listened to them and I'm happy with the quality of them. Other than that, the only other bit of news that I have, you might have seen on my Facebook page, or the Projekt Gemineye Facebook page, that I'm working on a Christmas EP. I didn't do one last year because I was sort of tied up with a lot of releases at that time. I think Joe had something coming out. I think we might have even had a Projekt Gemineye thing coming. There was lots going on at that time, so I didn't have a chance to sit down and write anything. But I have some music written, 4 songs worth right now I'm working on. And yeah, so I'm hoping to have something ready for December. So another Projekt Gemineye Christmas EP will come out. It'll be digital only, of course. But what I am thinking about maybe doing, maybe not this year, but next year, is I might compile the 5 different EPs that I have, do a nice remix of all of them, like some songs from each of them, and maybe make like a full-length album out of all my Christmas music that I've done, and release it maybe next Christmas on vinyl. So we'll see. CD probably for sure I'll do, but I'm thinking about maybe doing a vinyl release of that. I think people might be interested in that. So that's it for now. Keep your eyes open for that Christmas EP. It'll be probably out in around December. Well, the first week or so of December, I usually release it around that time. So keep your eyes open for that. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for all your support, and leave a comment, leave a like. If you haven't subscribed to this channel and you're watching it and you enjoy melodic metal, melodic progressive metal, that is, subscribe, and you might be very happy with the results. And there's lots of videos for you to see. Like I said, this is episode 196, I believe. So there's a lot for you to go back and check. So I hope you guys are doing well. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you guys all very soon. Bye for now.